AOA.
AOA. So I went down the V12 rabbit hole.
Did everybody say AOA?
What's that? Ask.
Have you not seen this?
Ask out.
Have you not seen this on the internet?
No.
The
AOA.
AOA.
Somebody explain to me like this whole V12 propaganda. Is it like a TV show? Is it like a restaurant? Cause I could see it getting picked up and being on Zeus.
Regardless of how you feel about Vinny and his restaurant, V12 in Atlanta, two things are for certain. Number one, Vinny is a black queer business owner. Ooh, ladybug. Vinny is a black queer business owner that employs black people in Atlanta. And number two, dear black gay men, here we support black gay businesses. That being said, the shit is hilarious. So reacting to the continuing saga of the club on top of the gas station tonight on the show. If you're enjoying this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to Dear Black Gay Men Podcast because the show starts right now. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. It is Thursday, so it's time for a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. It's still our short, bullshit-free step out of our comfort zone to talk about the emotional ups and downs along the journey to happiness. Hopefully, this is your reminder of how dope it is to be black gay men who love black gay men. If you are watching the replay, timestamps for our main story and chapters are in the description. Vinny Watson is an Atlanta-based restaurateur who has been all over my timeline with his employee huddles at his restaurant called V12. Think upscale Hooters, but black with the VIP section. And of course, I guarantee you there's probably a grass wall and a neon sign in there. The culture has had mixed reviews on the restaurant. Some of his current employees feel one way, his ex-employees feel another way, and he has weighed in on both. So tonight we're jumping down the V12 rabbit hole to see what we find. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I see there's so much activity in the chat. Panthro is not the first because Holla at Your Boy is the first tonight. Hey, Holla at Your Boy. Get it in. Okay. V12 is V12 is an Atlanta restaurant, not A5A. That is correct. I would never talk negatively about Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Who else is in the chat? Rolando is not in the chat yet. We'll see him. Axel Shield was third. I don't see Rolando yet. Oh, Rolando is here. Hey, y'all. Who is here? Who is here? Hey, party room. Hey, everybody. Hey. I see. Hey, DVG and fam. One thing I appreciate, y'all spell my name right. That is, you don't know how long and how many years of my life I've gone with people spelling my name wrong or because I have a very unique last name. I will tell everybody my name, my government name, I don't think I've ever said it here, is Jarrett Manyonge Makoha. So the fact that y'all spelled J right speaks volumes about how much of a family we are. Hey, everybody. Hey. All right. So this episode of Dear Black Gay Men Podcast is capping off a exciting week of content, and I'm so excited to be here. Okay, Vinny is obviously aiming for a reality show because this has been his weekly huddle. Check this out.
I can't go right in the huddle.
Pick him up.
Let's pause right here. I ain't gonna pull y'all back up, but check out the fit now. The irony is, shout out to Rick Owens. I love Rick Owens. He is wearing Rick Owens platform boots. He is wearing Rick Owens jeans. He is wearing a Rick Owens top, right? I don't know if the bag is Rick Owens, but that's a totally different topic. One thing I can appreciate about him is he is full Butch Queen. Like I used to see him when he was renovating this space on my timeline, and it looked like he was trying to give trade. It looked like he was trying to give trade. But the fact that I now hear his voice and see his fashions and all the things, he is absolutely a Butch Queen. And I'm here for it. We love Butch Queens around these parts. Keep going. Keep going, Vinny.
How are you? You too. How y'all doing?
Who is he talking to over there, though? I see the how you doing with the person who carried him out of his car, mind you. Carried him out of the car. I see the how you doing with the valet dude, but who else is in there? You not putting on for the people, are you? Okay, let me quit. Keep going. Mr. K Fabulous, while we're watching this, Mr. K Mr. Fabulous said, ooh, that's small. I'll read it. It says, this made me so mad. Now, why did you park in a puddle? I don't know. Pause right there.
A little bit too well, Brady. Did you rehearse that? You sure nobody was late at all? Like nobody?
Okay, pause right there. Did y'all see he got AOA? He got AOA merch. Did anybody else catch that? He got AOA merch, y'all. One thing about the girls, we are going to fish for a coin, honey. We are going to find the coin. The second that you had the people that did that with very, very mindful, very demure. I guarantee you she has some merch. I got DBGM merch. He got AOA merch. I guarantee you the girls is gonna fish for a coin. And I don't mind it. I don't mind it because I am always on the hunt for a new stream of income, a new vertical that I can attack with Dear Black Gay Men. Let me be able to figure it out. I will put together a line of crop tops. I will let y'all have the hats and all the things. I'm thinking about doing merch that says "Am I the Drama?" But I don't have the trademark on that. I got the trademark on Dear Black Gay Men. Y'all ain't gonna catch. I've seen a whole bunch of people try to get me with that. But "Am I the Drama?" is a thing. All right, keep going.
That's good. How y'all doing, ladies? Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. How y'all doing? Good. How y'all doing? What's going on, Chef? How are you doing, good? How are you doing?
He just walking through. I'm narrating, y'all. He just walking through the club. It's a big spot now.
You already got the infraction system set up for the scoreboard? Yeah, I got the papers right here.
He got his social media people. He got his reality TV camera crew following him. You see the light on them. And then he gets cheers from his wait staff when he arrives. I don't get this.
Hey, how you
Mr.
doing?
AOA.
Okay,
Yes,
hold on.
AOA.
Ooh,
How are you
I got the
feeling
wrong
tonight?
button in here.
I'm feeling amazing, actually.
Okay,
Let's see the fit.
check this out. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. We're about to get into the huddle where he talks about the infractions and all of this. One thing about this that I absolutely appreciate, and then I got some shade. The one thing I really do appreciate is he looks like he enjoys owning his business. Chicago Jones on Instagram said, "Nice shirt though, hurt." He looks like he enjoys owning his business. I can't tell you how many people I know that are beat down and burdened low when they come to work. I love doing what I do here at Dear Black Gay Men. It looks like he loves what he's doing there at V12. More power to you. Now, here's the unfortunate part. Here's the part that simply does not sit well with me. I do not know that I would. Being on top of a gas station just does not scream high end. It does not scream top dollar. It does not scream, I'm going to go in here and spend $200. Give you an example. When I lived in Dallas, Texas, there was Fuel City Tacos. Fuel City was attached to a gas station, right? And it was open till like 6 in the morning. And when you left the club, you went straight to Fuel City, right? I did not go to Fuel City to spend $50. I did not go to Fuel City to do anything. Now I could have walked in and got me another a Four Loko or a beer or some wine out the gas station, but I did not go to Fuel City to spend top dollar. I went to Fuel City because I was drunk already, and the location lent itself to me. I'm drunk. I'm about to go get me these 10 tacos, these 10 street tacos, sit in the car, stuff my face, and make it back to my house. I don't know that being on top of a gas station lends itself to being a high-end establishment. Am I off? Am I off? I don't know that being on top of a gas station lends itself to me even thinking that I'm going to spend a lot of money here. if you attach to a gas station, I'm assuming that if I'm spending a lot of money there, it's because gas is $17 a gallon. Axel Shield said Bad Bunny still plays at gas stations. Agreed. But is he charging the same price as he is if he is at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium? That's what I'm curious about. Rolando said, is that how he marketed it? This is my first time hearing about this. Okay, we about to step into the huddle that he has with his employees. But V12 is a thing. Now, let me also tell y'all, for the people who are not here in Atlanta, Vinny Watson, who owns V12, we are following here, is a socialite. He does drive the G-Wagon. He had one restaurant. He moved to this restaurant. I think he has several different venues here in Atlanta. He is a socialite. He rubs shoulders with the Funky Dinevas and the Tamar Braxtons and the Housewives and the Married to Medicine girls. Like he is tied in. But my question is, am I just bougie? Am I fancy that I don't think high end when I'm going to a gas station to go upstairs? Because I can be corrected now. I can be corrected, and I don't want to be unnecessarily critical of a Black queer business owner, because it's hard enough being a Black man. It's hard enough being Black and queer, and then you add entrepreneur to that. You doing God's work, my nigga. If you are entrepreneur to where you hiring folk, absolutely. But again, y'all let me know if I'm off, because I can be off. Panther said you are bougie, Jay. Okay, I'll receive that, Panthro. Trusted advisor. That's not intended to be shading. I do trust your judgment, Panthro. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else happened.
Fit check. What's going on? What we have on?
Okay. A little Ricky O, head to toe. Nothing too crazy.
Little Rick.
Yeah, a little Rick. You know.
Okay, something light. Okay.
Is this what I was waiting on? Yeah, Tyler, I had called your phone because I needed you to have this ready. But you look nice today. You got your hair done? Thank you. Yeah. Y'all make some noise for Tyler. Yes, it's Friday night, Tyler. Let's give us a spin. Okay. Let's get into this. AOA. Tyler is in full glam, too. AOA.
Tyler is in full glam.
How do you feel
because
about
of the name. I'm assuming Tyler identifies as a man.
No comment.
No comment? You look nice.
Yeah.
Let's pause right there. Okay, here's one thing I will say. When as a Black queer man owning a business, the people that work for me got to be hypersensitive to gender nonconformity. The people that work for me got to be hypersensitive to sexuality and sexual identity. The people that work for me got to be hypersensitive to certain details about queer culture, right? The idea that he got somebody working there and can't at least exchange a compliment about a man who wearing makeup or however Tyler identifies, problem. Xander says, I'm from Canada, don't know this stuff. I'm into it. If you're Canadian, you're probably one of the nicest people I will ever meet. So shout out to you. Rolando says, I've never been to a gas station with more than a single floor in my life. What gas station has all of this? This one. He is on top of a BP. But now I have been to many gas stations that got a second floor. Y'all ain't got no Buc-ee's? I've been to big gas stations, wide gas stations, tall gas stations. I've been to a whole bunch of gas stations that got more than one floor. But again, that's me. Rolando says, and hypersensitivity to your Virgo because y'all are particular as fuck. You know what? I will tell you this. I think part of my Virgo is broken. Because there's a whole lot of Virgo qualities that I do not have. Like, I am just now getting to where I like my house to be spick and span. Like, clean down. I am just now stepping into that. Rolando, you don't know what Buc-ee's is? Friend, you need to get into the South, honey. Buc-ee's is the best gas station on the planet. You can go to Buc-ee's. There could be 100 pumps and not a single 18-wheeler in sight. Buc-ee's sells barbecue. Buc-ee's sells clothes. Buc-ee's is like the size of a Walmart with a big, huge gas station out front of it. If I take a road trip, I ensure that we go to a Buc-ee's. And unless it's like hundreds of miles off, because baby, Buc-ee's is the shit. Panthro even said, "What? Y'all don't got no Buc-ee's?" You gotta get you to a Buc-ee's, honey, and they only in the South, far as I know. It is a moment. If I would do a DBGM meetup in a goddamn Buc-ee's if I could. All right, keep going.
Right now, I'm passing out the scoreboard. I believe you all have received this.
He got such a little bitty
I
booty.
just want to make sure that everyone has a physical copy, so there's no excuses, so that you all can be held accountable to the same standards. AOA? AOA.
Okay, right there. That's the first time he said AOA. AOA means audible order acknowledged. It is his way of ensuring that he is being heard, inside his corporate culture, that he is being heard, and that the message that he's sending is being received. Audible order acknowledged. He says it 1,000 times. He got AOA merch. He got AOA everything. Everything is AOA with V12. Keep going, because I want to get to a particular part.
Very quickly together.
We don't need to. We don't need to watch all of that.
Failure of secret shopping value
Of the business, just being particularly my.
Okay. How was Vinny's energy?
How was
Vinny's energy tonight?
Vinny's energy was like, it was cool, but it was shady.
You feel
So I saw all
And
of
then
it.
with Quake,
It was
Quake tried
friendly
to come for my
banter.
character, so I had to defend my character.
Well, you think he's a motherfucking lie or something like that? You a damn lie. I said, nigga, I'm hearing all this Louisiana coming out. I hear it. I love it.
All right, pause right there. One thing that I will acknowledge about the culture of his organization, because he running a business. No matter how you slice it, and I'm not gonna be the one to hate on him having a business, but no matter how you slice it, the culture of his organization is clear. He wants women to be beat down. He wants them to be snatched. He wants pretty people in the space, all the things. And that is no different than a whole bunch of other establishments. Hooters is the same way. Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar in Atlanta is the same way. They want their wait staff to be attractive. I don't knock that. Now, what I will say that we're going to get to later in the show is he does get a little shady with his people. And that is the part that I don't understand. He gets a little shady, a little off color with the way he talks to people a little bit. And it's probably because he got all these fucking followers on the TikTok and the Instagram. He got this business and he feels like he can treat anybody any kind of way. And one thing I will tell you about being black, gay, and in business, you will get a lot more business with whatever field you in when people like working with you. Hold on. We got some foolishness going on in the chat. I'm glad that ain't on. Y'all put a whole bunch of things in the chat so I can get that off the screen. Comment anything right now. Okay, but one thing I will say is he does get a little off color with how he talks to people, and that is disheartening. But again, that's his business, not mine. I gotta stick to the business that pays me. Now, one thing I will say is the unfortunate part about it is in my experience, I make a lot more money by people liking to work with me than anything else. That's just me. People liking to work with me is the shit. Okay, let's keep going. Play.
Team, you are not permitted to allow the girls to go live, okay? So that clears that up. AOA?
AOA.
Now, what's going on with the live? Germani went live last night. What's going on with that?
Well, there's not too much going on with it while they're on the clock. This is a business, and, although we do record some of the portions of the business, just being on live on the clock is not something that is within company policy.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get started with this bank, please. Have your banks out. Let's go ahead
Have
and
your
start
banks
now.
out. This is so interesting. Have your banks out. I wonder what the purpose
Can
of
we
this
get a
is.
moment of silence or some claps for my outfit tonight? Is that Thank you. Tyler asked
Is
for
that
those
ego?
awareness, so I felt the need to, like, just.
Is that just
you know,
ego? Is that all that is? Is that just ego? He wearing Rick Owens from head to toe, and he wants applause when he walks into the room. He wants to see the money that you got on yourself. He wants some claps for his outfit. Is that just a little ego? Or is it just me? Again, I'm really trying to help. I'm really trying to self-regulate here. So y'all let me know. It could be just me. But is that normal? I'll tell you this. Now I've had a boss or two that I personally am chummy with, and they'll be like, "Oh, don't I look cute today?" But that won't be at at a meeting. Ronnie Not Ronald said, "Oh, hey, honey." Ronnie Not Ronald said it has to be because child. Rolando says it's all ego. Okay, got it. Is ego justified though? If you've opened a business that is paying your bills, marginally successful, isn't it appropriate to toot your own horn? Isn't that is that not appropriate? That's my question to everybody. Is that not appropriate? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Is it? I know that I'm not like, oh, I wouldn't be like at a pitch meeting for the show and be like, "Don't I look good today?" I wouldn't say that, but again, I would be like, "Hey, we coming up on 18,000 subscribers, y'all. Make some noise for that." We got 200 people in the chat. Make some noise for that. Like I would say that those things. But okay. Okay. We're not gonna watch this whole video because this video is like 35 minutes long, 40 minutes long. We're not gonna watch the whole thing.
Let me see your bank, baby. Hey, wait, I just had something come to me. Oh, excuse me. I thought that was my mic. I want us to all have the same color lighters, right? I think that with these pinks and these blues and these greens, it gets to be a little bit too loud sometimes. So I really want us to all probably have black. What y'all think? Black or? No, hold on. It's not gonna be easy to get.
We ain't gonna go through all of that. All right. So before I go any further, I want to be very clear. We are definitely shouting out to Vinny for having opened this business, employing the staff. Now, granted enough, he may run his business differently than I would if I were in his position. But the true tea is, I am not in his position. I do not have a restaurant. I do not have a venue that people are patronizing. I do not have all the followers he has. So he clearly got to be doing something right. Clearly. But again, AOA and V12 have been all up and down my timeline. We're going to be following up and we're going to be reacting to some commentary that has lingered in the culture about AOA and V12 after the break. My question for y'all though is he doing too much? Is he doing too much? Like, is this too much or is this just right? The reason why I ask is because I pride myself on doing the most. In my relationship, I try to do the absolute most. I tell my team, and when we have guests here in the studio, doing the most is our standard. I want people to feel like coming to Dear Black Gay Men is their first date. I want to knock people's socks off. So I'm not going to stop until your socks are gone. So is he doing too much or is he just doing the most? Let me know, because, doing too much is in my DNA. All right, teammates. If you want to join me on the show and drop your opinion about the topic, you can go to livestream.dearblackgaymen.com. After the break, we will have church announcements, and then we will be hearing from one of his previous employees. We will be right back. What up, though? Dear Black Gay Men has grown faster and wider than I could have ever imagined. And it's because of our partners that we are just getting started. This year, in 2026, this audience has found Dear Black Gay Men podcast to be a weekly destination for conversation about and with Black gay men from across the South, across the country, and across the globe. That's how we've continued to reach over 250,000 eyeballs every single month in urban centers like Atlanta and LA and Chicago, but rural parts of the South and overseas in Africa and Europe. But we're not just cultivating entertainment for the girls. Our goal has always been to build authentic community. That's why in Q1, we've sold more books than ever before, supporting queer authors and the stories they bring to life through their work. We've helped remind gay and queer men that love is possible and hopefully give them license to express it more freely and without stigma. And we've continued to bring more men messages about health and wellness that have resulted in over 40 referrals to HIV-related prevention and management services, including long-acting injectables for PrEP, STI prevention like DoxyPep, and testing and care services at our network of community-based partners across the country. I want to thank our listeners for rocking with us on the ups and downs along all of our individual and collective journeys to happiness. Our sponsors and partners who have helped us bring these stories to life and make Dear Black Gay Men possible. Next quarter, we're continuing to find deeper and more meaningful ways to engage with queer culture and remind us how dope it is to be Black gay men who love Black gay men. I cannot wait to knock your socks off. Thanks, everybody. Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men podcast. I am Jay the Gentleman. It is time for church announcements. Hit it. Every week, I write about the ups and downs of my dating journey on our blog on Substack. It's a deep dive into my emotional and sexual trials while I manifest keep my man in 2026. Join for free by clicking the screen now, or the link is in the description. Remember, tomorrow I am heading to Montgomery. I am very excited. Y'all can join me in Montgomery, Alabama, and it's going to be a time. I will be there for the Stars of the Century show that is happening during the NASM conference, and I will be there presenting at the NASM conference. It's going to be amazing. So you can check the link in the description to register, or you can just meet me in Montgomery. Yeah. All right. Then, of course, the best way to support what we do here on Dear Black Gay Men is to become a YouTube member. Members get access to exclusive conversations, the members only chat, behind the scenes content, and you can join me to chop it up right here on the show. And a portion of your memberships will be donated to a nonprofit doing the work to move Black queer culture forward. Just hit the join button below this episode or send a super chat of any amount. For all the latest updates, follow me everywhere on socials at JAI the Gentleman on Instagram and Threads. That concludes our church announcements. Please govern thyself accordingly. And as you know, we just finished a week of content today, and next week is going to be even bigger. Remember, Wednesdays are huge because we have Dear Black Gay Men Love Lessons. It's our newest project that goes live on Apple Podcasts and Spotify in the morning, where I talk about the love lessons that I have learned in dating my significant other, who I have revealed on our after show, because that is where all the good shit happens. Then, of course, we go live at 9 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights right here on Dear Black Gay Men podcast. And, of course, the after show is where all the real tea is spilled. So join our members only after show that happens immediately following the podcast on Wednesday. Subscribe so you turn internal notifications so you never miss a thing. And we will be right back.
So the NASM conference has been just a space of tremendous creative inspiration for me. One of them is actually the first time I actually got a chance to meet Devin. And Devin and I have been working as professional colleagues for the last 8 years because we met at a NASM conference. And that has now flourished into a project called Empower 365. And that would not have happened had we not met at the NASM conference.
I say I met the academic love of my life. and they're really, it's a beautiful space. It's people who are in community, focused on Black queer men, and doing everything that we possibly can support, collaboration, empowerment. Community.
Yeah.
That's great.
Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. I am Jay the Gentleman. If you're enjoying this content, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a episode, and then turn on notifications so you can be the first in the room when we go our live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. We've seen a piece of what V12 looks like behind the scenes in the front of the house. This is what the experience looks like, what the VIP experience you can expect. Check this out. Pause right there. Y'all let me know in the chat, who are these people? Because I for the life of me don't know. Who are they? They clearly are VIPs, but who are they? Because I don't want to be disrespectful, but let me know. That ain't Portia, is it? Is that Portia? Portia Williams? Ronnie Not Ronald said, is that Portia Williams? Is it Portia? It might be. Okay. It might be Portia Williams. Ronnie Not Ronald said, is that Portia from, all right, K. Mr. Fowler said, it's Portia. Okay, it's Portia with Shy? Is her name Shy? What's the girl that Portia's dating periodically? The question that I got is, are they being paid for their appearance? Because having Big Sexy, having Portia, that ain't no mediocre VIP list. That's a good fucking VIP list. That's a whole lot of play you gotta have. And deep in my spirit, I'm like, well, if it's good enough for Portia, then it's definitely good enough for my ghetto ass. So shout out to them. But if that's Portia, okay, that's the experience you get. It feels very club, fit very in the limelight. I guarantee he's trying to get something Real Housewives filmed there. He's trying to probably get the Married to Medicine girls filmed there. He's trying to get the Braxtons or somebody to film there during the show, because they have been at other queer owned bars like Portia and what was it, Portia and Kelly. They had a little meetup at Virgil's, which is another black queer owned space owned by Juan and G. They've had a whole bunch of, there are a whole bunch of black queer restaurateurs that get featured on these reality shows and then blow up. So I'm here for it. I don't know why I can't get over that it's on top of a gas station. I don't know why I can't get over that hurdle. Sway. A King Like Royalty said Sway. They together on the show now. And the interesting thing, sidebar, as we venture down there, the one thing that I do appreciate, and maybe this is the difference between being a lesbian versus being a gay man, is that nobody has made a big deal about Portia dipping her toe in the female pond. Portia, who has liked big ass dark skinned black men. Her husband, her first husband, big ass dark skinned black man. Her baby daddy is a big ass dark skinned black man. Simon Guobadia, big ass dark skinned black man. She has the dude that she's got on the show now, Mike. He's big ass dark skinned black man. So the idea that she ventures from big football playing Omega sci-fi built ass niggas over here to this woman, ain't nobody batted no eye. Ain't nobody took that out of context. Ain't nobody dropped some homophobic slur for her. So I don't know if that is progress or just the disparity between what it means to be a gay man and a gay woman in this country. But shout out to them. Darian said, well, he ruins his ballroom house. Well, he runs his ballroom house the same way. I think it's just how he is. Is it right? Now that's up for debate. I think you're talking about Vinny. Rolando corrected me. He said that's not how the patriarchy works. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know. All right. So that is the experience you can expect. We have seen the inner workings with the weekly episode of AOA on V12 Zeus Network, TikTok. We have seen the VIP experience. Now, don't y'all niggas expect that kind of experience when you go to V12. We get seated at a regular ass table. You got to be on TV to get that kind of shit, I imagine, because I've seen Tamar and Funky Dineva got that. I bet you Big Sexy got that, even though he ain't on TV. I don't think. Nene probably got that if she was going to. So that experience is not what regular ass niggas are gonna expect at V12. Be mindful. And that is not a V12. That is not a dig on Vinny. That is not a dig on V12. That is a dig on Atlanta niggas. In Atlanta, if you don't got 100,000 followers or better, don't nobody care about you. This is your check and you gonna get piss poor service, because that's just how Atlanta runs. Every restaurant is like that. If you ain't got a blue check mark on IG, don't nobody care. If you ain't got 100,000 followers, don't nobody care. If you ain't on a reality show, if Andy Cohen doesn't know your name, don't nobody care. But I digress. Okay, so this is what an ex-server posted to TikTok about her experience working at V12. Check this out.
I was a part of the first group of girls that got hired at V12 when they first opened, right? And it's so funny to see them going viral for all this shit now, because baby, after a couple months of AOA, I politely told them folks, I said, thank you for the opportunity. I'm gone. The amount of pumps of foundation I wasted, like, bro, that shit used to fry me. Restaurant empty. Anytime somebody walk in, it's sparklers, it's this and that. A waste of fucking time, for real. And granted, if you was in VIP, cool. I had no intentions. I didn't want to be a part of VIP. Like, that shit was, I'm straight. I just wanted the regular people with the bread to, restaurant empty. Like, empty. That shit used to fry me. After a couple of months, I said, sister, we need to wrap this shit up. And that was the last club I ever worked at in Atlanta. That shit crazy. Things is going viral. AOA, child. That AOA shit used to fry me.
Okay. Now, full disclosure, the AOA will fry me too. Because, and again, this is not because he is queer. This is not because he black. It's just the vibe on his face. It reads as very condescending, as if, I think he's even said in one of his episodes that we are not the same. I'm in charge and you work here. And one thing that I do not get is how we can move throughout space and be so condescending. And I wonder how, because let me tell you this. I will tell you that, and this might be a long shot, but go with me for a second. I believe that the type of people that are attracted to working at Vinny's spot, understanding the culture and the climate of this organization, are very impressionable, just the same as the type of people that what's the boy's name that tattoos his name on their face, that Braylon Purnell preys on. A lot of people are looking for these young, impressionable people to either work for them or be in relationship with them. And in Braylon Purnell's case, it was insecurity. I fully acknowledge that. And if you got to tattoo your name on somebody so that you know they're yours, then that is a level of insecurity that nobody should have to deal with. I don't know what Vinny Sitch is, but it just reads as condescending and entitled, and you do not respect my agency. Like, if I can't show up, if I got to, I ain't gonna hate on like dress code. I ain't gonna hate on how people should carry themselves, because every front facing person has to abide by a dress code. but it's just the way he delivers his information as a business owner. Something about it rubs me the wrong way, and I wouldn't be able to give myself to a job and do it and knock his socks off, knowing that this is the way he talks to me. That's my only concern. I wouldn't be able to do that shit. Maybe I'm the drama, but she said AOA, I'm A-OK. Got it. All right, this is what how he responded. Check this out.
Disrespectful. God damn. Okay, there we go. Anyways, this girl goes and makes a video. Again, her name is Zeta. It's like Zaida. Shit, I don't know. I'm giving her clout right now, but she obviously wants it because she posted about V12.
Y'all see the hat? I told you he got AOA merch. He got AOA merch.
Got it. She got the clout she was looking for. None of her videos did do any type of numbers. Like, I don't get what she got out of it. But let me tell y'all a story about Zeta. This girl, Zeta, worked for V12 as a main dining room server. She no longer works here. No bad blood. I've seen her around. I think she worked at like the mall hourly or something. Who gives a fuck? Why are you posting a video talking about the business in a negative light? But I get it. I understand. You see, Zeta worked here and she was dating someone that worked here. She lost her nigga to a VIP server. So if I was her, I would have some sort of issue with the VIP, and I would be talking about they not making this and that too. Because your nigga left you for one of the servers who still works here, who's still one of the baddest, you know what, in the lineup, who everybody loves, say her glam look good, the whole nine. You know I'm not lying.
Pause right there. Okay, Rolando asks, I forget what it means already. AOA means audible order acknowledged. Audible order acknowledged. I will never have nobody on my team say AOA, but that is what he means when he is saying it. AOA means audible order acknowledged. When he gives a directive, AOA. When he tells somebody what to do, AOA. When he tells somebody this is how you need to show up to work, AOA. When he reprimands someone, AOA. When he gives you your kudos and gives you your tens, AOA. That is how they navigate. That is a part of their corporate culture. Now, here's the thing. There have been people that have worked for me. Full disclosure, there have been people that have worked for me that I would never hire again. They did not. He said ass on ass. AOA. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, there are people that have worked for me that I would never hire again. And there are people that have worked for me that I probably would never want to work here again. And more importantly, if I ever got big enough to where someone wanted to drop a response to their experience here, lest it was hindering my business, I would never feel the need to respond to it. That's your opinion. And because I don't mistreat people, I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to talk. It is not a huge deal what people wear to work here. I do tell people on production days you got to wear all black, but that's a totally different topic. Or DBGM merch, but that's a totally different topic. But I'm not talking about your attire. I'm not talking about how you carry yourself. I'm not talking about. I am not caught up in who's sleeping with who. I definitely don't even be knowing that shit. But I could not imagine a time where somebody would post a response to their experience working for me, and I will feel the need to respond to it. Because you know, one thing that I've learned from one of my mentors, silence cannot be misquoted. And people want to talk about every fucking thing. And I think that is a bitch move. I think that is a bitch move to think that just because somebody is talking about you, you have to respond. They talked about Jesus. Again, maybe I am oversimplifying and maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way, but they talk about everybody. Everybody is entitled to their opinion and their asshole. And what I do not understand is how people want to qualify this as if every fucking time somebody adds or mentions you or your business or the things you doing on the internet, you got to fucking respond. That is the bitchiest bitch shit in queer culture that I have ever seen in my life. You don't got to respond to not a motherfucking thing. If they ain't paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. And that is one of the lessons I wish we would learn. Girl, we would sidestep so much drama if you just realize that no one cares until you make them care. Nobody cares about what old girl was saying, because at some point she will move on with her life, as you should yours, and no one cares. You don't have to respond to every fucking thing every goddamn person say. So she didn't have a good time at your restaurant. That doesn't mean that your restaurant is trash, but now you qualifying what she's saying by saying some shit back to her. Okay, let's keep going with what he's saying.
So what the fuck you talking about? What you making a video online as if V12 did something to you? V12 ain't do nothing to you, love. I can't control who your nigga decides to date. She looks a lot better than you.
See, and that's where he lost it. That's where he lost it. Why are you paying? Ooh, I'm wearing makeup today, so I'm trying not to touch my face. But why are you even dabbling in any of this, my nigga? None of this matters. None of this is affecting the bottom line of your business. None of this is going to affect who walking through your door. None of this is affecting anything. All it is creating drama and spectacle. And that is why I say this motherfucker is gunning for a damn reality TV show. Because this is reality TV bullshit. I had a conversation the other day with somebody I'm really close to, right? And a part of the conversation was talking about, I don't want the narrative to be insert what we were talking about. And I had to say, this ain't a reality TV show. There is no narrative. It's just two people. But for some reason, I think that a lot of our culture is so wrapped up in what and how people navigate life on reality TV that we forget to draw the line between what's happening on TV and what happens in real life. I think we all lose sight of that. We want to control what people think about us. We want to control how people see us. We want to control the narrative. We want to control who's friends with who and how these things happen and all this other bullshit when none of it fucking matters. The narrative does not matter. I can think whatever I want to think about whatever I want to think it about, and it does not impact your life. It does not impact your life. Now, what I do in response to those thoughts, now that's a different topic, but you can't change or nor control how I interact with things. And this is what's happening on here. Now, mind you, I started this show by saying he is absolutely gunning for a reality show. So him reacting to somebody who posted something on the internet about whatever, that 50,000, 100,000 views really probably grinded his gears. But in real life, when you start dealing with actual people, I think that we are getting a lot. We are losing sight of the fact that real life and reality TV are different. And mind you, it's coming from me who does not watch that much reality TV. Although I have gotten into the season of Housewives, so there's that. Keep going.
I don't like that shit. Don't do that. Don't be making these videos about V12 when V12 ain't did nothing to you. It was an opportunity for employment. If it worked out, if it didn't work out, okay, cool. But let's not sit up here and make it seem like, like, don't do that. So yeah, back to damn, y'all jumped up. Y'all went up when I was talking about that. But no, for real, like, she over here making a fucking post as if, like, girl, V12 ain't did nothing to you. Y'all better chill. Like, stop being a hater. Like, we going viral now.
But my question is, do you expect people never to post about you? Like, I again, maybe I either got thicker skin, I'm delusional, or I'm the drama. Any of those can be true, and many other outcomes. But sometimes I'm just like, y'all making shit hard. It could all be so simple, but niggas rather make it hard. Rolando says somebody get Natalie Nunn on the phone stat. Zeus Network gonna drop a stack for this one. I guarantee you they are. Zeus Network gonna pay V12 some money. He gonna get a bag out of this. And let me be clear. If that's the end goal, whether he tells us or not, if the end goal is for him to get on reality TV, more power to you, my nigga. You doing your big one with this one. You doing a big one with this one. If the goal is to get on reality TV, then shout out to you. If the goal is to run a business, then ooh, I don't know about that one. All right, teammates, it is time for our last break. We'll be Okay, teammates. It has been a very eventful week. I'm really excited about it. We have talked about so many things. I needed to lighten it up after yesterday's conversation about Kevin Hart. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Today's show was a shorter one, but again, that was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. We'll be right back here with another episode of Dear Black Gay Men Podcast Monday at 9 p.m. Dear Black Gay Men Love Lessons is our newest project. It is available Wednesdays on Apple Podcasts and Substack. Then our members only after show happens right after the show on Wednesday nights. For more exclusive content, you can join us on Substack at dearblackgaymen.substack.com. The link is in the description. I appreciate y'all more than I can ever express. And I will see y'all next time. Have a great weekend and join me in Montgomery. Talk to you next time.